Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I'm going to continue with your same module, that is a procedure programming module, and the topic, that is the first chapter, that is the introduction to e-commerce. In the last class we have discussed one topic, that is the features of e-commerce and the nature of e-commerce. Right now I'm continuing with the same module, same chapter, but with the next topic. So let's start with the recap of the last class, that is what we have covered in the last class. So let's start with the recap of the last class. In the last class we have discussed about features of e-commerce, that is what are the features that is available for the e-commerce, that is the qualities of e-commerce, that is the features of e-commerce technology. So this says e-commerce means better business communication, that is whenever we do the communication among the business, that is done in a better way with the help of the e-commerce. So e-commerce is means better communication and data interchange information in every business. That is whenever we need the business, whenever we do the business, there is a requirement of data interchange that is provided by the e-commerce. So that is a feature of the e-commerce, that is it provides the quality as well as the quantity to the various users with the various information. Then we have discussed about various technology in paragraphs, that is what is business and how we are using the business. Then this is an application of electronic operations. Then the another feature that is available is to maintain the greater control at work, at home, or while traveling, communicate with any business firm or partner. That is whenever we use the e-commerce, we can communicate with any business partner firm, either traveling in a train, either traveling in a plane, either traveling in a anywhere we are traveling, as well as we can also access at the work, at the home. Then the next feature that is available, or one of the features that is available, is the improved responsiveness. That is whenever we use the e-commerce, there is a improved responsiveness, that is there is a direct response among the various technology, among various business. So this says how does e-commerce help business, what is the criteria or what is the rule that helps a business, that is helped by the business in the e-commerce. So this says it helps by improving responsiveness to the market condition, that is e-commerce helps in giving the response in a better way in the market condition, what is the market condition and what is the customer preferences. That is, it deals with the customer preferences, detail of the customer preferences, and gives the or improves the response to the market conditions. Then we have studied about expeditive and streamlined reporting. That is, e-commerce also helps in making the expertise in every field, in any field, for example, like delays, streamlines, flows among various information systems. Then next is coordinate sales effort. That is, e-commerce also helps in spending the majority of the time on the roads, uh, or majority of the time it saves majority of the time. So it says coordinate sales effort. It coordinates the sales effort that is available in e-commerce. Then this is the other benefits of the e-commerce, that is eliminates the telephone tag, sending and receiving the message at the convenience, linking sales team together, closing sales without delays. Next feature that is available of e-commerce is effectiveness and efficiency. That is, e-commerce also provides the efficient data and the effective data. Efficient means the data is suitable for each and every term, that is effective data. And efficiency means it is effective, or it is efficient for circulating the internal as well as the external contacts. Right. Then the next part, or the next feature that is available, is the close contact with clients. That is, there is a close contact with different clients that is available, that is a close contact with the clients. This says in any business where maintaining close contact with customer is a priority consideration. That is, in some company there is a consideration, or there is some priority, that there is a direct communication among various fields, that is also provided by the e-commerce. So we have studied that it means e-commerce also provides a direct contact or the close contact among various consumers, among various partners, right? So this is appointment confirmation, request for information, follow-up reports, and electronic data interchange can be affected with greater efficiency using instant messages. That is, there is an instant message that is available, that is provided by the e-commerce. Then the next feature that is available or that is provided by the e-commerce is of planning and execution of meetings. That is, it also helps in plan, or it also helps to plan and execute the meeting. That is a mechanism of electronic payments, that is the electronic operation in business provides or facilitates planning and execution of meeting. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce that is available in business, it also facilitates planning and execution of the meeting. Executive management meetings, seminar, workshops, symposia and conventions takes a great deal of effort and time and effort to manage. Arrangement must be coordinated among a variety of diverse group in different locations, example hotels, speakers, exhibitors, attendees, media, etc. So that means it helps to, that is the e-commerce helps in the planning and the execution of the meeting. Then we have studied about 7 unique features that is provided by the e-commerce. So this says 7 unique features of e-commerce technology. First is the dimension of e-commerce technology. Then what is the significance of this dimension, that is a feature in the e-commerce? So first point says ubiquity. That is, e-commerce also provides a ubiquity. That is, it is available at everywhere. Either it at work. Ubiquity means common to each and everyone. That is, internet is available at work. That is at the workplace, home, or elsewhere via electronic devices. That is mobile devices. What is the significant? We can generate or we can approach to marketplaces and we can gather the information about the different users. What is the requirement of the user? Why we need the e-commerce? Then the next category, next feature that is available is the global reach. That is there is a global reach for the e-commerce. That is we can use the technology, we can use the e-commerce across national boundaries, that is across the earth. Then the next feature that is available is universal standards. That is, there are multiple standards that is available that depends on the internet. So there is one set of technology standards, namely internet standards. Then richness, that e-commerce also provided or the various audio, video and the text messages are also possible. That is, with the help of e-commerce we can use the audio, video, text messages. Then interactivity, that is we can use the interactivity among the e-commerce. Then information density, that is the technology that is used reduces the information cost and raises the quality. Then personalization and the customization, that is the technology also allows the personalized message to be delivered to the individual as well as the groups. That is, we can personally we can use the e-commerce or we can customize the e-commerce for the organizations. Now the next category is need for e-commerce. That is, this is also we have studied in the last class or not. No, we have not studied about need for the e-commerce. Let's see. Yeah, we have studied about the e-commerce. What is the need of the e-commerce? So what is the need? So it is available or it is the need for every fast growing technology. That is, whenever there is a day-to-day scenario, so there is a fast growing business development, business environment. So there is a fast growing or the faster than the ever before. So increased competition at the home, abroad means quality as well as the profitability that must be preserved by the corporate houses. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce, there will be increase in the profitability and there is an increase in the demand of the e-commerce. So this pressure has led to a reappraisal of the accepted existing business practice in the search for greater efficiently. That is, we can use the e-commerce in an efficient way for greater profitability, getting the greater profits among the business. Traditionally, that is, before the times, the response in the face of competitive threat has been to reduce by rationalizing production, shedding labor, and reconstructing the business. Next point says, whether business to business, that is B2B or B2C, there are benefits to all the parties, customer or suppliers. That is, whether we use the B2B or whether we use the B2C, there are benefits to all the parties, customers or suppliers. A reduction in acquisition times and cost, lower prices, expanded number and quality of suppliers, and increase in buyer productivity. So we can increase the or we can reduce the acquisition time, cost, lower prices for goods and services. A reduction time to market is also achievable, giving improved operating efficiency. That is, whenever there is a reduction in the time of the market, so there is a greater improvement in the technology. This is what we have studied in the last class. That is, what is the nature of e-commerce? That is, e-commerce nature is it provides the profitability as well as the effectiveness as well as the efficiency of the business products, business criteria. It developed a new computer standard to handle these needs, which became known as EDI. That is, it developed a new standard. It means e-commerce also developed a new standard that is or that satisfies the need of a business, that is known as the EDI. That is the electronic data interchange. That is electronic data interchange that is provided by the or that is used by the different businesses for the electronic payment. So full form is electronic data interchange. One of the more one of the new standard that is available is the XML, that is used in generally B2B, that is business to business, and the full form is extensible markup language, that is the XML. So XML is also used by the e-commerce. Simple, e-commerce sites first developed in 1992. That is, first of all, e-commerce sites were developed in the 1992. This is the history of the e-commerce. Then this says by 1996, that is whenever there is an increase in the demand. So by 1996, the technology has provided a new stores for the shipping carts. For example, right now we are dealing with e-commerce. We are dealing with the commerce, that is a trading of goods and services via Flipkarts, via trading cards, via shopping carts. So these technologies are available with the help of the e-commerce. And with the development of protocols, that is protocols means the rules regulation such as SSL that enable the customer to order and pay for their purchase online directly by credit or directly by credit card. So this is one of the new technology that is available. That is, there are more protocols that is available like SSL that enables the customer or that uses the customer to order and pay for the purchase online directly by the credit card. That is, we can purchase anything by using the credit card. So this is the nature of the e-commerce, that it is available 24 days a 7, that is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with reduced cost. Now next come to the next part, that is the interdisciplinary nature of e-commerce. That is, what is the nature of e-commerce, how it works, or what is the nature, how it is useful for the organization. That is the nature of e-commerce. So this is electronic commerce being a new field is just developing its theoretical or scientific foundations. That is, e-commerce is a new field, or being a new field, being a new technology is just developing its theoretical or scientific foundations. That is, whenever we develop the e-commerce, whenever there is a development of e-commerce, that is provided in a theoretical terms or in scientific terms. That is developing its theoretical or scientific foundations. It is based on several disciplines. That is, e-commerce is also based on several criteria, disciplines, rules, regulation. The major disciplines of e-commerce with some sample of issues with which they are concerned follow. That is, what are the disciplines, what are the nature of e-commerce that is available, what are the issues or some sample of issues with which they are concerned follow. That is, what are the disciplines of, or what are the natures of, or what are the criteria, conditions of e-commerce. That is the nature of e-commerce. That is major discipline areas in which the e-commerce is used. One of the important technology or one of the important area for the e-commerce is marketing. That is, a marketing means e-commerce is used in the marketing purpose or used for the marketing. So this says many issues of marketing offline are relevant to online e-commerce. That is, there are various issues that is available for marketing. So many issues of marketing online, offline, sorry, are relevant to online e-commerce. Whenever we do the marketing, that is offline marketing, that is simply go to the market, purchase the product, pay out for the product, and product is my. So in the same way, there is a online e-commerce, for example, cost benefit of advertisement and advertisement categories. So many issues are available, or many issues are of marketing offline are relevant, or in the same way there is a market relevant of the online e-commerce. For example, cost benefits of advertisements. That is, whenever we calculate the cost benefits, if the cost is high, then there is a loss. If the benefits are high, then there is a profit. As well as the advertisement criteria. What are the advertisement criteria that is available for e-commerce? Other issues that is unique for the e-commerce that range from the online marketing to the interactive catalogs. That is, we can do the marketing with the help of e-commerce. We use the e-commerce, that is the electronic commerce. We can do the marketing with the help of websites. For example, if you open any website, that is gmail.com for example. So there are multiple relevant advertisements that is available over the websites. That is also provided, or that is also approachable while using the e-commerce. So whenever we use the e-commerce, there are multiple criteria, multiple options that is available with the e-commerce. So marketing means doing the marketing of a product using any criteria, using any method, using any site, but with the help of the internet. That facility is also provided by the e-commerce. Next, computer sciences. We are studying the computer science. This is the most important for the computer science student. That is the computer sciences. This is many of the issues in the infrastructure of e-commerce, such as languages, multimedia, network, falls into the discipline of computer sciences. That is, most of the issues that is available or that is used in the infrastructure of e-commerce, such as languages. Which language is used? Either use the C, C++, Java. That is the language of the programming. That is a programming language. Then multimedia, network, uses with the or falls in the discipline of computer sciences. Intelligent agents plays a role or major role in e-commerce as well as. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce, a great programmer or the good programmer uses the e-commerce as well in the computer system, because everything is related to the internet. So we can also use the e-commerce with the help of the, or we can also doing the more approaches or more research on the languages, multimedia, network that is available with the help of the e-commerce. Then the next is consumer behavior and psychology. That consumer behavior is the key to success of B2C trade. Whenever we use the business to customer, that is also, or that is a key, or that is a success whenever we use the consumer behavior. That is, it depends on the behavior of the consumer that we are using, that we are dealing. So it is a key, or it is the word, or it is the method that is used to the success of B2C trade. But so is the behavior of the sellers. The relationship between cultures and the consumer attitude in electronic marketing is an example of research issue in the field. That is, what is the relationship between the cultures and the consumer attitude? That is, there are different cultures that is available, and there is a consumer attitude in the electronic market. Suppose I am purchasing something. I have an attitude that why we buy this product. What is the advantage in this product? So whenever there is an attitude in the electronic market, this is also an example of research issue. That is, we are doing the researches. If this, so sorry, if this thing is available at this shop or at this site in 250 rupees as per the ISD, and if that thing is available in only 50 rupees at another site, so why can't I go for the 50 rupees as per the IST? Because there is an advantage, there is a benefit from the money point of view. So e-commerce also provides in various consumer behaviors or changes in the consumer behaviors and psychology. That is the consumer behavior and psychology. Then finance. The financial markets and the banks are one of the major participants in e-commerce. That is the financial market, that is the assets, liability, closes, gain. These are the financial market is, and the banks that is used for the bill receivable, account payable are one of the major participant in e-commerce. Also, financial or financing arrangement are part of many online transactions. That is, it is also a part of the online transaction that is available. Issues such as using the internet as a substitute for a stock market or stock exchange and fraud in online stock transactions are a simple of the many topics of the field. That is, e-commerce or also one of the participant of the or financing is one of the participant of the e-commerce. Why? Because money comes with the help of the e-commerce. Whenever we do the e-commerce, that is the trading of goods and services via internet, so there is a money that is available over the internet, because any customer can buy the product over the internet with the help of credit card, so the amount is automatically coming at the same time. So that is a finance. Issues such as using the internet as a substitute for a stock exchange and the fraud in online stock transactions are a sample of many topics of the field. That is, there are multiple benefits for financing in the e-commerce. Either we can see the stock exchange, we can predict for the next day finance, as well as whenever there is a fraud on the e-commerce, that is also detectable. That is a main role, that is the fraud in online stock transactions on a sample of many topics of the field. Then the next point, that is the next nature of e-commerce, that is of economics. So this says e-commerce is influenced by economic forces. That is, it is influenced, it is taken by economic forces and has a great or major impact on the world and country economics. That is, e-commerce is influenced, that is, e-commerce is used by it is affected by various economic factors. What are the economic factors? That is the cost benefit analysis that is available, that are the economic factors, and has a great impact or major impact on world and the country economics. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce, it directly impact on the economics. Why? Because when with the help of e-commerce, there is a huge amount of uh, profits. That means the profits are high and the losses are low. That means benefits are high and the cost is low. So there is the advantage of the economics. The economics, that is there is the increase in the economies of the criteria or economics of the country. That is, there is a huge amount of the economics. That means if there is a high benefits or the huge benefits, huge profits, so the economics of the country is also high. So it depends on the e-commerce. If we using the e-commerce, that means trading of goods and services over the internet. So at the same time, consumer pay out for the product. So it is used for the instant changes in the economies. Also, theories of micro and macroeconomics need to be considered in e-commerce planning. So whenever we use the microeconomics, that means demand supply, and macroeconomics, that means the study of the statistics, that is what is mean, what is median, what is mode. So the theory is also considered in the e-commerce planning, as well as the economic impacts of e-commerce on the firms. That is, there is a impact of the e-commerce on the firms. That is, there are, for example, there are three firms. One firm is using the simple the online offline method for doing the transactions, and one is using the online, that is the internet, for doing the transactions. So the last one, that is using the online, that is affected, or that is influenced, or that is that has gained the more importance. Why? Because whenever we use the online trading, so there is an instant object, there is instant approach, there is an instant output in the technology. Then the next one is MIS, that is the e-commerce also helps for the, or also helps in the MIS, that is the management information system. So this says the information systems department is usually responsible for the development of the e-commerce. So whenever we use the information system department, or whenever there is a requirement for the whenever there is a requirement of the information, so a method that is used for organizing each and everything. Why organizing? Because the system says collection of interdependent component that is organized in a manner, that is collection of interdependent component in a sequence, that is arranging the interdependent, one part is dependent on the another in a sequence. So this says the information system department is usually responsible for the development of the e-commerce. Why? It is also usually responsible because the information that we gather is also required for the e-commerce, that is the e-commerce has got the requirement in the marketplaces. This discipline, that is the MIS, covers issues ranging from system analysis to system integration. So this MIS approach follows from the first step of the system when the system is used, that is the system analysis. In the middle stage, that is the system integration. That means system analysis means before attaching each and every part of the system. Not to mention planning, implementation, security, and payment system, among others. This discipline also included from the system analysis to the system integration. Then the next category of the nature or the need of the e-commerce is the accounting and auditing. That is, there is accounting and there is a auditing. That is also a nature of the e-commerce. That is, we can use the e-commerce in the account field as well as the auditing field. So this is the back field. The back operation of electronic transactions are similar to other transactions. So whenever there is a back operation of the electronic transaction, that is very similar to other transaction in the some respect but different in other class, on another class subject. For example, using electronic transactions presents a challenge for the accounting profession. So thus the development of methodology can could just justification. That is, whenever we do the audition, whenever we do the e-commerce, use the e-commerce, there is accountancy, there is accountability as well as the accounting as well as the auditing in the Gurgaon. Auditing for the e-commerce transaction, that is the electronic transactions. So first of all, let's take a break, then move to the next nature of the e-commerce. These are the three nature that is left. One is management, then business laws and ethics, then others. So these three things are available in the management field, or these three things are left. So first of all, let's take a break right now, then move to the this part. So let's take a break. So come back from the break, let's start the session again. Till now we have discussed various natures of e-commerce, that is what is the nature, what is the usage of the e-commerce in various disciplines, or how e-commerce helps in various fields, that is the nature of e-commerce. So in the same way, there are multiple new nature of e-commerce. For example, we have discussed in this one, that is accounting and auditing management, right? In the same way, there is a management term, that is the nature of e-commerce, that is a usage of e-commerce in the management also. So this says e-commerce efforts needs to be managed properly. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce, the efforts of the e-commerce, that is the way of the e-commerce, needs to be managed properly. So we have to manage, or the e-commerce have to manage the efforts of the e-commerce in very proper manner, in a regular manner. That is, a e-commerce efforts needs to be managed properly. And because of the indisciplinary nature of e-commerce, its management may require new approaches and theories. So whenever we use the e-commerce, there is a new theories, there is a new approach, there is a new method that is available for the e-commerce, right? Then the next one is business law and ethics. That is, the business laws are available and the ethics are also available. So this says legal and ethical issues are extremely important in e-commerce. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce, so there are some rules, regulations, there are some legal issues, there are some ethical issues that are very extremely important in e-commerce, especially in a global market. So it is available in a global market, used in a global market. A large number of legislative bills are pending. That is, a large number of bills are pending, and many ethical issues are interrelated with legal ones, such as privacy and intellectual property. That is, there are many issues, many ethical issues that are related with the legal ones. That is, we are using the e-commerce, or everyone who is using the e-commerce follow some rules, regulation, that is, we are following on the internet. As I told you, there is a protocol, that are the rules, regulation that we follow on the internet. So in the same way, there are some rules, regulation that is available for the e-commerce. So we can use the e-commerce in a global market. A large number of legislative bills are pending, and many ethical issues are interrelated with the legal ones, such as privacy and intellectual property. So these are the various properties that is available with the e-commerce for the business laws and ethics. Then the next category, or the next nature of the e-commerce, is others. That is, the others means the other parts of the e-commerce that is available for the e-commerce. Several other disciplines are involved in various aspects of e-commerce to a lesser extent. For example, linguistic, that is the translation in international trades, robotics and sensory systems, operations research, management science, statistics, public policy, and administrators. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce, there are multiple examples. There are multiple robotics, sensory, operation research, management science, statistics, and public policy, and the administration. Also, e-commerce is of interest to engineering, healthcare, communication, and entertainment publishing. That is, e-commerce is of also use of the interest to the engineering purpose, healthcare purpose, entertainment publishing. That is, it is usage of the, or it is more interest to the engineering purpose. Why engineering purpose? Because engineers mostly uses the e-commerce. Why? Because every engineer has some hit and try method, and some rules, regulation. So e-commerce is one of the better approach for the engineers, as well as the healthcare. That is, e-commerce, that means the healthcare is also affected, also used by the e-commerce. Communication, that is, there is a communication. Whenever we use the communication media, that is any communication media, either mobile phone, either SMS, any media, that is also of interest of the e-commerce. And entertainment publishing, that is, we can also use the e-commerce for the entertainment purpose. What is the entertainment purpose? We can use the e-commerce for entertainment, means we can use the e-commerce for the entertainment also. We can purchase the tickets online with the help of the e-commerce for the movies, that is the entertainment publishing. Then these are the various natures of e-commerce that is available with the e-commerce. That is, these are the nature that is available with e-commerce. These are the content of the, or disciplines of the e-commerce. Now comes to the next topic, that is the levels of e-commerce. That is, what are the levels that is available in e-commerce? What are the step-by-step level that is of e-commerce? So this is electronic commerce is the process of conducting commercial transactions. As I told you, e-commerce means electronic commerce. That means conducting or performing commercial transactions. Commercial transaction means purchasing and selling of goods and services electronically over the internet. As I told you, e-commerce means commerce of goods and services electronically. Commerce means conducting commercial transactions electronically, purchasing and selling of commercial transactions electronically over the internet. This process is carried out primarily in 5 levels. That is, the e-commerce is carried out in 5 levels, and the main aspect of e-commerce is merchant selling product or service to the customers or consumers. The main aspect or the main term that is used for the e-commerce is the merchant selling products. That is, a merchant selling product means there is a merchant that sells the product or service to the customers. That is the main level of the e-commerce. That is, whenever there is a requirement, there is a transaction that sends the data to the customers. So that is also the level of e-commerce. There are 5 major segments under the broader category of e-business. That is, there are 5 categories of e-business that is available. However, the following are some popular e-commerce models that is used by companies engaged in e-commerce. That is, the following are the some popular e-commerce model that is used by the companies that is engaged in the e-commerce. What are the e-commerce models that is available or that is used by the companies? One is B2B e-commerce, that is a B2B, that is a business to business e-commerce. One is business to consumer e-commerce, that is a B2C. Then consumer to consumer e-commerce, that is C2C. Then business to employees e-commerce, that is B2E. Then consumer to business e-commerce, that is C2B. So these are the 5 categories of e-commerce, and these are very important categories. If you are clear about these categories of e-commerce, you are clear about each and every concept of the e-commerce, that is the electronic commerce. So these are the basics of the e-commerce. 5 categories, 5 levels of e-commerce. So let's start with the first one. First of all, introduction about all these 5. One is business to business. So whenever there is a transaction among one business to another business, that is, there are 2 businesses, there is a transaction, there is a purchasing and selling of goods from one business to another business. That is, there is a business entity, another one is also business entity. That is, the sender is also business entity, receiver is also business entity. So that is a B2B, that is a business to business e-commerce. Then next is business to consumers e-commerce, that is a B2C. There is one business that sends the data or that delivers the data to the consumers, that is a business to consumer e-commerce. Then C2C, that is a consumer to consumer e-commerce. There is one consumer, there is another consumer. The consumers interact with each other, deal with each other, coordinate with each other. That is a consumer to consumer e-commerce. Then business to employees e-commerce, that is a B2E, that is a business to employees e-commerce. Then consumer to business e-commerce, that is a C2B, that is there is a consumer. Consumer sends the data or sell out the data to the business. For example, if I am giving or I am selling my old products to the business, to the organization, that is a category of C2B. Right. Now let's start with one by one. First of all, there is a B2B. There are 2 entities. Both entities are of business. That is, one business send out the data, sell out the data to another business. That is a B2B e-commerce. So this says e-business is the process of conducting business on the internet. That is, whenever we use the e-business, that is the electronic business, so it is the process of conducting business or doing the business on the internet. Its scopes includes not only I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for delay. So this says e-business is the process of conducting business over the internet. So e-business means electronic business. That means doing the business or conducting the business over the internet. Its scopes includes not only buying and selling but also services. That is, it not only includes buying and selling of goods and services, but it also includes the services. Fulfilling the needs of the customer. This is the most important point. So whenever there is a deal of the business to business, one of the criteria, one of the important factor that is taken into consideration, that is fulfilling the needs of the customers and collaborating with business partners. Collaborating means merging of the or coordinating with the business partners. What is the business? How it is required. That is collaborating with business partner. So e-business is the process of conducting business on the internet. That is conducting on the internet. Its scope not only includes buying and selling, but also the services, fulfilling the needs of consumers and collaborating with business partners. Then the next line says B2B e-commerce is smart business. That it is a smart business. Why it is smart business? Because it provides an opportunity for the or it provides an opportunity that is taken by the or that is used by the e-commerce for growing purpose. That is opportunity for business to business e-commerce is even greater. A wholesaler may sell product to the retailer. There are advanced e-commerce software which supports multi-tier pricing. That is, a wholesaler may also sell the product to the retailer. Now, this is an example of wholesaler and the retailer. First of all, understand the concept of the wholesaler, retailer, consumer. One is a wholesaler. So one is manufacturer, one is wholesaler, one is retailer. Right. First of all, there is a manufacturer who manufactures the product, who builds the product in simple terms. That is a manufacturer. Then there is a wholesaler that send out the data in a huge block, in a huge quantity. That is a wholesaler. The price is low of the wholesaler. The quality is also same of high wholesaler. There are bulk of data that is passing to the retailer. So wholesaler sells the data to the or product to the retailer. Now, what is a retailer? Retailer is the owner of the shop. For example, if there are multiple shops in a market, that owner of the shops is known as retailers. So one is manufacturers that passes the product to the wholesalers. Then wholesalers passes the product to the retailers. Then retailers passes the product to the customers. Customers are like us. We are the customers. We need a product. We go to the retailer. Simply ask that give me one banana, give me one butter. So that we are the customer. So there is a sequence. One is manufacturer, one is wholesaler, one is retailer, one is consumer. So this says a wholesaler may sell products to the retailer. There are advanced e-commerce software which support multi-tier pricing. This helps to set up online stores to offer preferred pricing to some vendors and shared price to others. This includes internet-enabled initiatives. That is, whenever we use the wholesaler, retailer, this also includes the internet-enabled initiatives of an enterprise to form commercial linkage with another enterprise. That is, whenever we use the e-commerce, so that also includes the internet-enabled initiatives. That is, there is a usage of the internet, that is the internet-enabled initiatives of an enterprise to form commercial linkages with another enterprises. That is, there is a internet related criteria that one business is related to another criteria with the help of the internet. There is a network. One term is known as network. As I told you earlier also, there is a network that combines various businesses together. Suppose we are using one network that connect business A with the business B. That is a that is done by the internet enabled initiatives. So this includes internet-enabled initiative of an enterprise to form commercial linkages with another enterprise, dealer, warehouse, or manufacturer. So whenever there is a internet initiative or the internet-related enterprises, that is the usage of the internet is high. So there is a linkage of various enterprises, various dealers, that is two wholesalers deal with each other with the help of the internet. For example, I am a wholesaler, you are a wholesaler, right? I am sending the data to you that yeah, till 5th of January I supplied or I sell out these products. In the same way, you also give the information to me. That is till 24th January I give the data to me. Till this is the data that I have sell out. That is the next category. So this includes the internet-enabled initiative of an enterprise to form commercial linkages with another enterprise, dealer, warehouses or manufacturer. In this form of e-commerce, E-paperwork and time to market get vastly reduced. So whenever there is a e-commerce, e-paperwork, that is there is no paperwork, there is no manual work, so e-paperwork and time to market get vastly reduced. Throughout the world, this e-commerce mode is the better one or the biggest. That is whenever there is a e-commerce, so that provides or that gives an opportunity for the business to grow. Why? Because every wholesaler, every business partner deal with each other with the help of the commerce, with the help of the electronic media. So there is no paper wastage, there is no time delay, there is no manual error. Everything is done in a sequence, in a proper manner with the help of the electronic media, that is the e-commerce. Alright. Then the next paragraph says in a B2B transaction. Now comes to the transaction. What is B2B transaction? That is the business to business transaction. The interaction is between businesses. That the interaction that is provided in between the businesses. Suppose there are two businesses, business A and business B. So the transaction is performed among various businesses. For example, a website that is sketching for the steel industry might have facility for the buyers and sellers. That is a website that is available that is sketching for the steel technology might have the facility for the buyers and sellers to list their requirement and post their products. That is, it provides an opportunity, facility for the buyers and the seller to give their requirement and post their products in an effective manner. It helps them in quickly closing the transactions. It means the e-commerce helps them means here the business partners or the business entities helps them in quickly closing the transactions, and the buyer can get the quality material and choose from different suppliers. That is, it helps in taking the or quickly closing the transactions, and the buyer can get the quality material and choose from different suppliers. That is done by the e-commerce. So this says B2B commerce is a growing business in the e-commerce arena with the increasing use of the internet. That is, whenever we use the B2B commerce, it is a growing business in the e-commerce arena. That is a growing business that is available in the e-commerce. With the increasing use of the internet, more and more businesses are realizing the commercial advantage of giving business client a streamline. That is, whenever we use the e-business, there is an advantage, there is a usage that every business partner can use for giving the advantage for using on the business clients and as the streamline. That is, every business partner deal with another business partner with the help of internet. So there is a proper streamline among the various business partners, and easy manner to order product or service online. So there is also a easy method to mention the product or to order the product or service online. It also facilitates. Facilitate means it also provides or it also encourages access to the ordering product or ordering process to only those with whom a concern has a commercial relationship. That it also facilitates access to the ordering process. Access to the ordering process means provides an access to the order process, that is we can order to only those with whom a concern has a commercial relationship. That is, one business partner is dealing with another business partner in terms of commercial relationship. That is, there is a relationship among business to business in terms of commercial. That is, they business entities only deals with the commercial relationship, that is trading of goods and services relationship. There is no other relationship among B2B, but only the money relationship is available, that is a commerce relationship is available. Then the next paragraph says B2B e-commerce, that is a business to business e-commerce, provides small and medium enterprises. That is, it also provides an SMEs, that is a small and medium enterprises, with an excellent quality to access new market, improve customer service and reduce the cost. That is, SMEs is used or provides an opportunity with an excellent quality opportunity to access new products, improve customer service and reduce the costs. And while hurdle exists, they should be viewed more as speed breakers rather than the road breakers. So whenever we use the e-commerce, business to business e-commerce, it improves the customer service and reduce the cost. And while hurdles exist, they should be viewed more as speed breakers rather than the road breakers. As a medium of information storage and dissemination, the internet has an and is emerging a clear winner. So whenever it is using a medium of information interchange, uh, so Larry, can I finish this class right now? Hello Larry, yeah, can I finish the class right now? So this is as a media of information storage and discrimination, the internet has is emerging a clear winner. So it is provided a clear winner, or it is provided a new method for the information storage. Its rate of penetration, its rate of usage has far outpaced the growth of other popular media such as newspaper, radio, and television. So whenever its rate is high, whenever we use the business to business e-commerce, its rates are high and its usage are high, that is the penetration is high, that outdated or outpace the growth of other popular media such as newspaper, radio, and television. Then the next line says B2B transactions are however relatively high value in nature. That is, whenever we are doing the B2B transaction, they are relatively high value in nature, and organizations are slow to change their traditional system for the supply chain management. So whenever there is a B2B transaction, they are relatively high value in nature. That is, there is a huge transaction that is available for the B2B business. That is a high value in nature, and organizations are slow to change their traditional system for the supply chain management. That is, organization are not in the conditions, most of the organization, to change their manual system to the automated system. So this is organization are slow to change their traditional system, that is a old outdated system, for the supply chain management. The reasons for the growth in B2B e-commerce are many. That is, what are the reasons for the growth in the B2B e-commerce? There are so many reasons that is available for the growth of the business to business e-commerce. In an increasing competitive scenario, e-commerce offers high or highly attractive cost saving options. So whenever we use whenever there is an increasing competitive scenario, that is, there is an increasing scenarios of the competitive, on increasing competitive scenarios, e-commerce provide highly attractive cost saving options. That is a highly attractive cost saving option, that is saving the cost and increasing the profits. The shift to this process is often driven by the need of buyers. That is, the shift to this process or the usage of this process is often driven by the need of buyers. Innovative methods of enhancing B2B and B2C levels of e-commerce includes. So what are the innovative methods that we are using whenever we have to enhance or whenever we have to advertise the B2B and the B2B or B2C levels of e-commerce? What are the innovative method that is used? The first of the method that is used is the CD-ROM catalogs. That is usage of the compact disc read-only memory catalogs that are linked to the user's online catalog, enabling him to browse offline and order online. That is using the CD-ROM, that is a compact disc, for using the offline and the order the online. That is the B2B or the innovative method for enhancing the B2B. Then kiosks placed at physical store locations or in shopping malls to introduce users to the easy online ordering options. So these are the various physical store location that is available or in the shopping malls to introduce users to the easy online ordering options. that is also a kiosk. Then the next category is extranet to link business together that conduct regular business to business transactions. That is using the extranet to link the various businesses together that conduct the regular business to business transaction that is available for the various selling purpose for the various human being purpose. Then affiliate state programs to drive business to your commerce site from other related site. That is also a method, that is choosing the size or using the affiliated programs to drive the business to your commerce site, to use the commerce sites from other content related sites. Next paragraph is B2B e-commerce is expected to the large mode of transacting e-business. This is the one of the important line. This is one of the largest mode of transacting. So this is one of the important level of e-commerce. That is, most of the e-commerce is based on the B2B only. That is the business to business. Why? Because it is expected to be the largest mode or the strongest mode of transacting e-business, and is a global phenomena. Global phenomena means usage of the global values, that is a global phenomena. It involves taking internet-enabled initiatives to form commercial links and with other enterprises, dealers or manufacturers. So it involves taking the internet-related enabled initiatives to form commercial links, commercial methods with other enterprises, dealers or manufacturers. In this form of e-commerce, a business firm places order for supplies with another business firms. That is, whenever we use this form of e-commerce, that is a B2B e-commerce, a business firm places order for suppliers. That is, a business firm uses or places the order for the suppliers with another business partners, with another business firms that directly deal with the or that directly over the internet. That is, with the for the usage of internet. There is a business partner that is available for the business firms, that is done by the B2B e-commerce. So in this form of e-commerce, a business firm places order for supplies with another business firms directly over the internet. Paperwork and time required for processing the order and delivery of the goods are thus reduced to a great extent. So whenever we use the B2B, there's a reduction in the paperwork and the time required. Why there is a reduction in the paperwork? Because everything is doing online. Every transaction is doing online. So there is a reduction in the paperwork, and the time required is also reduced. There is a reduction in the time required. That is, the time required for processing the order is also reduced, and the delivery of the goods are thus reduced to a great extent. There is a reduction in the delivery of the goods and services. So this is known as B2B e-commerce. That means there is a business, there is another business. One business deals with another business with the help of internet. That is known as e-commerce. Whenever we use the e-commerce, there are multiple content, there are multiple extent to which the e-commerce is applicable. That is the e-commerce. So B2B e-commerce is expected to the large mode of or largest mode of transacting the e-business in a global phenomena. That is, we are using the e-commerce or we are using the B2B in a better way or in efficient way. So if the question arises, which is a better platform or which is a better criteria for the e-commerce? So the answer is B2B is the better criteria or option for the e-commerce. Whenever we use the B2B, it is the greater, it is the largest and the applicable method for the e-commerce. Right. Now next is B2C. I'm not going to start right now B2C. So let's wind up this class right now over here only, because my student Larry has some work for go to the laptop repairing. So I wind up this class because there is no other student. So let's stop over here only. If there is any doubt, then please text the doubt to me and I will answer you. And also I'm sharing my book to the persons who need the book, who are the regular persons that needs the book. So I pass this book to the, or I shared this book with the help of email right now. So thanks a lot everyone for listening me. If there is any doubt, then please ask the doubt from me. Thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye. In the tomorrow's class, we are going to start with the next topic, continuation, that is the B2C and other levels of the e-commerce. So let's stop over here only. Thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye.